welcome to Lynn's Recipes. Today I'm making a blueberry coffee cake. To make this coffee cake, these are the ingredients that you're going to need. For the cake part of the recipe, you'll need a cup of butter, you'll need a cup of granulated sugar, 2 eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla, 8 ounces of sour cream, 2 cups of flour, you'll need a teaspoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of baking soda. For the filling part, you'll need a 21-ounce can of pie filling, and this is blueberry, but you can use whatever kind of pie filling you want to change it to your favorite fruit. And then we'll do a topping on the coffee cake, and you'll need a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup of chopped pecans, and 3 tablespoons of butter that has been softened. You'll also need a 9.5 by 13-inch baking dish that has been sprayed with cooking spray. The first thing I did was preheat my oven to 375 degrees. Now I'm going to make the topping for the coffee cake before I actually start making the cake part. To do this, you just put the sugar, the flour, and the nuts into a bowl and kind of stir that together to give it a little quick mix. And then we're going to put our 3 tablespoons of softened butter in and mash it with a fork so it's really crumbly. It's a little bit easier if you actually have clean hands and just try to work this together with your hands to make it crumbly, because it's a little bit hard to get the softened butter blended up with all the other ingredients. So this is what we're doing right now. The topping is mixed together. This is what it looks like. And now I'm going to set it aside and go on with the cake part of the recipe. I've already put my 1 cup of butter into the mixer. It's a little bit messy to work with, so I've already put that in. And now I'm going to lower it down and I'm going to start creaming the butter. Now I'm going to gradually add my 1 cup of sugar. I'm going to add my eggs one at a time into the mixture and beat after each addition. I'm going to stop it for just a minute and scrape the sides down so everything gets really well incorporated. And now we'll turn it back on. I'm going to lift it up for just a second and add my sour cream and vanilla. And we're going to mix again. I'm going to lift my mixer up again and scrape one more time on the sides. And I'm going to gradually add my flour, my baking powder, and my baking soda. start off slow here so the flour doesn't go all over the kitchen, and then we'll speed it up in a minute. recipe is done, and now what I'm going to do is bring my baking dish over and show you how to assemble the coffee cake. First thing I'm going to do is spread half of our batter into our baking dish. Spreading. It's kind of a sticky batter, so you're just going to have to work with it a little bit. Okay, so our bottom layer is done. So now I'm going to spread the blueberry pie filling on top of this layer. Okay. Just try to get it as even as I can over the bottom layer. I think that's looking pretty good. So now what we're going to do is spread the rest of our batter on top of the blueberries. And again, you might have to work with this a little bit because it's really thick. I've decided to get my little spreading knife out to help spread this across the top of the blueberries. So we're just kind of taking our time and trying to make a neat job out of it. Okay, so our other layer is done, and so what I'm going to do now is sprinkle our topping on. Spread it out all over. Okay, so there it is. Now what I'm going to do is put it in my 375-degree preheated oven for 40 minutes. Our blueberry coffee cake is done, and this is what it looks like. The last 10 minutes that I baked it, I covered it with foil because the edges were getting pretty brown and I wanted to stop that. Now I'm going to cut a piece and show you what it looks like. And here we have it, blueberry coffee cake. I hope you enjoy it.